Disengage early. And this is a topic that I recently really came into learning because I'm the type of person that even if I don't like a book or a song, I will see it through till the end. Even if I don't like a movie, I used to be a type of person, I'll waste my 2 good hours and just sit down through the whole thing even though I really didn't like it. So now the way I do it is if after the first 5 chapters I am still not feeling the book, even 5 chapters is a bit too much, depending on the length of the chapters though, I'll just abandon ship. Abandon ship. And even books, even movies, after the first 10 minutes, if I'm not feeling the eye candy, if I'm not feeling the story, if I'm not feeling the soundtrack, if I'm not feeling any of those things, I'm just abandoning ship. Sorry, not sorry. And I started applying the same thing to my relationships because I used to be the type of person that really loved closure. I love to see a friendship through. I love to see a prospective relationship through. I loved seeing everything through, I really pride myself on closure, and I've come to the realization that closure is not a luxury that you need to waste your time and money on and your emotional labor on. Closure is a luxury, but it's also not a necessity. It's a luxury that is not a necessity. Because some things really don't deserve closure. The very first few hints that you see, and you're like, this thing is not for me, that is your cue to exit. That is your cue to abandon ship. That is your cue to get off the rocket before it leaves with you in it, And so that brings us to my topic today: disengage early. And I've been applying this a lot with people, especially this semester, because I'm the type of person that I really take the don't bring old emotions or old feelings into new situations, because that will deprive you of the benefits or of the way that those new situations will unfold if you bring old contaminations into it, So I always try to give new people chances and everything to prove themselves to me, that they're not narcissists, that we can become compatible, that there can be a friendship. Even if upon first sight I know I don't really want to be connected to the person, and it's not intuition, it's just like eye candy and compatibility aesthetics, I'm a very aesthetic person. I love keeping myself looking a certain way, if you will. And when I see somebody who's not doing the exact same thing, I'm like, but I don't want to be that shallow person, because a lot of people that don't really keep with their upkeep, it's not that they're bad people, maybe they're stressed, or maybe they haven't unlocked that part of themselves yet, because it comes with self-love and everything on your healing journey. So I want to give them a chance, because they can still be good people, looks aren't everything. So I still push that aside. But what I don't push aside is my intuition. If I meet you for the first time and I feel a certain way, and it's not about aesthetics or because of your lack of social skills, if it's something deeper, then I'll definitely stay away. That one is a non-negotiable. I've stopped questioning my intuition since last year. So, excuse me. And I was saying, disengage early, because it will save you lots of time, emotional labor, and second guessing yourself, honestly. So when I first came this semester, I tried giving my new roommates a chance, because I really didn't like the way my last roommates treated me, even though they taught me some valuable lessons that I will keep applying. So it wasn't complete loss on my part. And that is what I usually do with situations. I try to alchemize them so I'm not at a complete loss. In the future, I won't look back on it and be seething and be regretful. No, I will take what I need to learn in that time and move on. So when I look back at it, I'll be like, that was a bad part of my life. That was a part I never want to repeat, but at least it taught me this, that, and that, you know? So I came in with a fresh mindset with these roommates. I'm like, I'm going to keep my eyes out for patterns, but I will try to be, what's the word? I will try to see if we can be anything more than roommates. But let's start at roommates, you know, let's start from the strangers, then to acquaintances, then to maybe friends, then to friends, you know? So I tried to really give them the benefit of the doubt and everything, but I soon realized that they were triggering my nervous system in all the wrong ways. And I was like, okay, it's not that these people are bad people, it's just that we're very, very incompatible. We're so incompatible that we just cannot see eye to eye. So the better solution is for me to just remove myself and to disengage. So I disengaged early, actually. I did disengage early, but then somebody gave me a white flag and was like, oh, we'll try to be better. Oh, we will do our best. We will try and everything. And you know, when somebody says they will try, you do expect them to try, right? And you kind of feel like you know when they stop trying and they just start taking your access or your availability for granted. And your naivete or perceived naivete that you are banking on them that they were going to go on their word that they're going to try. So I just revoked access. And this is why I say disengage early, because it saves you a lot of emotional labor, a lot of second guessing yourself, a lot of overthinking, a lot of, are my boundaries too high? Are my standards too high? A lot of things like that, you know? So disengage early, because firstly, walk into new situations with a good mindset. Like with okay, this could be different, but if it's not, I know what to look out for, because the last bad situation that I was in taught me what to look out for now. And I saw this quote that says, don't beat yourself up for not knowing better when something happened to you in the past. Be proud of yourself and be like, now I know better. Walking forward, moving forward, now I know what to look out for. Don't be like, oh, I was so dumb, you know, why did I fall for that in the past? Oh, no, don't be like that. Just be like, now I know better. My glasses are sharper. My senses are keener. My brain is more scanning for BS with a sharper radar, you know. So disengage early when you find out you're incompatible, especially with your nervous system. I cannot emphasize this enough. Different people have different nervous systems. Some people thrive in chaos and noise and loud sounds. Some people thrive in nature and quiet and solitude, you know. So it doesn't mean one is better than the other. It just means that they have different callings in life. They have different purposes. They have different ways they recharge. They have different ways their mind works. Their soul heals and grows. So putting those people in the same room, honestly, is chaos. It's true. But since you can't pick your roommates, at least not in my uni, you can't do that. You can't really pick your roommates. Like, let's say you have friends, you can say, okay, let's book the same room. But I don't do friends, so I just get thrown in with whoever. And then I just have to make the most of it, which I do. So thank God for that. And Just learn to disengage early when you know something is not for you. Whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a job, anything. And there will always be signs. There will always be signs as long as you keep your eyes peeled. Like, if your eyes aren't peeled, please peel them. Learn to peel them. Find ways, read books, watch videos, learn to peel your eyes. Naivete is not an excuse. Lack of knowledge, ignorance is not an excuse. And I also heard just this morning on TikTok that one woman was saying malignant narcissistic wife unalived her husband without touching him. She just got into his head and got so bad that he just unalived himself. And I'm like, oh my god, this is what happens when you don't regulate your nervous system and you're around people who keep offsetting your nervous system, because you guys are not compatible. You have to learn to disengage early, or it could cost you your future, as in your life, you know? So learn to disengage early. Find out when stuff is just not working for you. And sometimes you can outgrow situations too. So learn to just disengage when something no longer works for you, when something no longer uplifts you, when something no longer is in what you're looking for in life. And then learn to just disengage quietly and remove yourself. Because it literally could mean life or unaliving. It literally could mean that. Peace out.